Insomniac Games has confirmed that moving forward, they will be focusing on Miles Morales as Spider-Man. Now, if you've played the game or if you're aware of how the game ends, spoiler warning, if you're aware of this, at the end, Peter Parker has to take a step back because he's got other things to focus on. And of course, it's obvious that that's exactly what the intent was behind all of this anyway, to push Miles Morales to the forefront. And this is the definition of diversity, inclusion, and representation right here. There's always an agenda involved with it. And Insomniac has confirmed that Spider-Man 2 writer Brittany Morris confirms that Miles Morales will be the main Spider-Man in the Insomniac universe. It always felt very natural, and I think we collectively thought it would happen. Oh, I'm sure it's just very natural. When asked if the team always knew that it always wanted to have Miles become the main Spider-Man at the end of the game, Morris confirmed that it's how he's being viewed, saying, "It always felt natural. I think we collectively thought it would happen. To me, it shows a great deal of evolution from Miles. At the beginning of the game, we will see him struggling to figure out what he wants to do with his life. By the end, we had Miles carrying the burden of saving the city and also carrying Pete when Pete wasn't strong enough to carry himself at various points." This is what it's always about with this nonsense. This is what it's always about. You can't let these characters live on their own. You can't create any characters from the ground up to have their own path and their own story. You always have to have them hijack someone else's story in the name of diversity, inclusion, and representation. This is the laziest garbage I have seen. That being said, just because Miles is being considered, quote, the main Spider-Man going forward, that doesn't mean that Peter Parker isn't ever going to suit up again and suddenly ditch his responsibilities. His conversation makes it clear that he's taking a break for the moment to sort out his own life, but it's not like he's ditching the suit entirely. Let me translate that for you. Essentially, what that means is when people don't actually support this game because Peter Parker is not the focus, they're going to bring Peter Parker into it so they can bait you into buying it because they know that this character, Miles Morales, cannot stand on his own. He can never pull what Peter Parker as Spider-Man would, so they're going to have to use Peter Parker to elevate Miles once again. That is exactly what that means, because anybody who uses this method, these creatives, are cowards and they don't have any confidence in these characters whatsoever. So they want to hijack and use these iconic characters, and then they want to throw them away, make them look weak so they can elevate the new diverse character, the better version of the character. And then, of course, when that character can't actually continue to sustain the popularity that the previous one did, they have to use that one, drag him back out there, and get a few cheap pops from him. That's exactly what they plan on doing. So it's just ridiculous. It's not surprising at all. And anyone who thought that this wasn't going to happen hasn't been paying attention at all. So again, while this game had a lot of good things going for it, and it's been widely discussed from that perspective, it's the hidden agenda involved. And this is why so many people are overly hypersensitive. And I mean this in the way that too many fans have been done wrong too many times. There is no room for error with this stuff anymore with fans. We are going to reject your garbage as soon as we see the first signs of anything. And sometimes the fans may ultimately be right or wrong about that in terms of, hey, it didn't go as woke as we thought, or maybe that wasn't woke at all, or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's your fault, Hollywood. It's your fault, games industry. It's your fault for hiring all of these social justice propaganda freaks that cannot just make shit without pushing their agenda-driven garbage into it. And this is another example of that. Miles Morales is not going to sustain the popularity of Peter Parker. That is a fact. That is a fact we have seen over and over and over again. Miles Morales is a popular character. I've never denied that. I've enjoyed the Into the Spider-Verse. Well, I saw the first Into the Spider-Verse, and I enjoyed that movie for what it was. I didn't see the second one yet. I heard good things about it, but I've enjoyed that. But when you're going to sit here and do something like this, what do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect fans are going to do when they see some garbage like this? Fans are too smart for this. They see through your garbage. They see through your trash, and they're going to continue to hold you accountable for it. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.